didn't mean to show that much. Go like this. Good day. Hello. Happy Friday, guys. Charger here. Put this over here. Let's see. Are you guys ready? And I'm wearing no sleeves now, but on Monday it's going to be 32 degrees for the low. Cold front's coming in Sunday. It's going to be windy all day. Did I test out my trellis yet? No, just because it's been 80 degrees. Do I need to think about my pineapples? Yes, they're a little yellow already as it is. I also do need to plant these, so what I was thinking of doing today was getting these in ground. How did my radishes do? I got a few of them. I'm going to plant them up, and then these were the water spinach ones. Water spinach seedlings. I've also got some, what is this? Yeah. I've got some carrot seedlings. Maybe I should up-pot those. I'll go and get started, and then when folks join in, we can start chatting. Where are my gloves? Where are my gloves at? I also do want to do some radish planting out there. So we're going to talk about here today. These carrots. I'm sure we're going to pot those. I got some buckets here. I have some containers of old seedlings that I'm going to pour out. I'm trying to think. Should I put radish? No, radish is too much as well. Okay, let me put this to the side. Just trying to do carrots. Where should I put my carrots? Good day. Hope you guys are doing well. We're doing seed planting today. We got carrots as well as spinach and radish here. And are you guys ready for winter? Winter is finally going to be here on Monday here in North Texas. And the leaves are finally changing colors. My radishes are quite large now, and I'm going to go ahead and get these in ground soon. I also got the spinach. You know what? I think I'm going to up-pot the spinach first. What should I do? What should I do with those? Trying to decide. Because the spinach I can thickly plant. Hi, Gary. Happy Friday. Oh no, what's this? Oh, I had something in here and I didn't even realize what it was. All right. Good day, everyone. I was just debating what I should do. I've got the radishes that I said on Monday that I needed to plant that I still have not planted yet. I got to do that today. Hello, Dr. Akash. Hi. Let's see what we got. Can you guys guess what these are? Gary, I know you know. Hi, Nicole. Well, welcome, Nicole. Good to see you again. Do you guys remember what kind of seed sprouts these are? Gary, don't give him the answer. I know you know. Does anybody know? And it's okay. The more you look at them, the more you're I am based in North Texas, and so it's warm today, 80 degrees, but Gary, we've got a cold front coming in, don't we? I still haven't officially tested out my winter gardening protection plan yet, but I will be on Saturday. Today is 80 degrees. And Saturday will also be 80 degrees. I'm not feeling that urgency yet. Okay, these are carrots. So carrots look like these. They do look somewhat like parsley. So not to be confused, but these are carrots. And I've sprouted them from seeds here. Yeah. Yep, Gary, same here. Or I think we're right at 32 is what the forecast says. Good call. Yeah, doctor. Okay, doctor, you know what you're talking about. It looks like parsley, but it's actually carrots. I'll show you really quickly. Yes, these are carrots. These are baby carrots. I'll show you the big carrot in a second. So keep this in mind. I'll come back to this. While we're here, though, I do want to show you. These are. Can you guys guess what these are? These are radishes. So these are little red radishes. I think the variety is called bell. So these are the red radishes. These are technically already done halfway growing. I need to get these in the ground. So that's what we were gonna do in a little bit. Put those in the ground. Ooh, lots of mosquitoes here today. And then down here, this is oriental spinach, but uh, any other type of spinach generally looks the same, at least while they're babies. Oh, doctor. Okay, you already know them. Okay, awesome. Christina, hello. Oh, well, thank you for joining us here today. Yeah, it does take some work, but it is something that I'm really excited and passionate about. As is Gary, who's helping me moderate today. So if you wanna, Gary is probably even more experienced than I am. I have been gardening for 4 years, and I think Gary for longer. But ever since COVID is when I've been doing it. I tend to take a very scrappy approach, so you'll see I'm using like clamshells. I do have one tool that I did invest in, which is the soil blocker this year, but that's mainly so I can avoid using other pots, soil blocks, instead of having to use like small little containers or just like a big container which has a bunch of ceilings that I then need to separate out. So that's hello, is that cool? Zakal, can you shout me out? Hi, Zakai. I think you mean give you a shout out. Oh, Gary. He goes by Gary Grow Your Own Food. So when he comments, you'll see him come up. But he's also helping moderate today. Thank you, Gary, in advance. So you'll be able to find him in his channel. Isn't the soil isn't the soil blocker do any harm? Does it do any harm? No, all it does is it takes the soil. So you fill it with soil here, and then you press it out. See how this bunch of uh, and then it drops out the little blocks, which then look like little brownies. So you'll see how I've got like little brownies in here. It makes that form. And then I'll put a seed in each one of those. That's what I do. This is, okay, so this is carrots. I'll show you guys the big carrots in a second. This is baby carrots. And then let's go walk over and see the big carrot. The big carrot, I think I should, for those of you that might have been on last time, I showed you the big carrot. It's a carrot that I let go, I let mature. So normally you pull up your carrots and then you can eat them, right? Well, this particular carrot I left in the ground because I wanted to have seeds, to collect seeds. So I'm going to show you the carrot root. Hang on, to flip it around. So this is a carrot root that I just left in the ground. Like, look at the size of that. Oh, someone tried to eat away at it. It's very old. Like at this point, you would not be eating it. But you can see, so this is the carrot, and then this is the leaves of the carrot. So it looks like the baby ones, right? It looks like the baby ones, except it's bigger. And then here are what the flowers of a carrot look like. Ooh, those mosquitoes got me good. Oh, okay, the flowers of the carrot. And then the seeds of a carrot. I still have yet to harvest it. I keep saying I am going to. But look, so this is all one plant. How many millions of seeds do you think is in that? I could have a bajillion carrots now. I can be like Gary. I'll have like a bajillion carrot seeds that I'll just seed them all because I don't care to lose any. It also makes it look attractive. The flowers, right? Is that what you're referring to, doctor? It says it also makes it look attractive. Sorry. Gary, I know. I mean, I don't know if it's like a being a female content creator or what, but it feels like there's like a lot of catcalling on the internet too, or similar type stuff. Okay, anyway, thank you, Gary. I appreciate that. Um, the flower, yes, aren't they? Aren't they beautiful? They almost look like little yarrow. Anyway, so when you actually buy the carrots in the I'll show you in a little bit. So look how they have all these little burrs on them. When you actually buy the carrot seeds out of the carrot packets, though, they no longer have those burrs, so they must go through a process where they remove it to make the seeds flatter and better for seeds containing purposes. What do you do with the carrots that have been bitten? I mean, I personally would still eat them, but that's me. I would probably just cut away at the part that was chewed at because when you're growing your own food, it's a lot of your own sweat and tears. You tend to be a little bit more conservative with your food, or not conservative, is that the right word? You want to save as much of it as possible. So when I have melons, for instance, that get chewed away, I just cut away at the part that the animal ate at, and if it generally looks good, I'll still eat it. But for instance, I do that because I'm concerned. I don't want to be sharing saliva or potentially diseases with that animal that bit into it, right? So that's what I do. Some people will altogether not eat that. It's personal preference. It looks like a dandelion. Oh, here, let me flip back over. Does it? It doesn't have the dandelion leaves though. Like this is distinctly this is very similar to that baby the baby carrot I was showing you guys earlier. Swati cop. Can you get disease? I don't know one. I don't know. I don't know if you can get diseases that way. I think I'm just being extra cautious. I'm just being extra cautious. Right, Nicole? I mean, once you spend so much time growing, because growing food is not easy. It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It is a lot of work, especially if you want to grow organically, like I am. It's a lot of work. Here's what I have to do with my melons. Ah! Oops, I accidentally stepped on my plant. Okay, so here's a melon. So like I protect it in this, my old strawberry fruit clamshells, just in case. So far it looks okay though, and I think it's big enough that no rat would come and eat it. You think that's almost done? This one looks almost done, right? What do you think? It has a high ping though. Here, listen. I usually use the thump test. Does that sound hollow to you guys? It sounds a little high pitched to me. Gary, let me know. That sounds high pitched, right, Gary? Gary, you're saying I do cut away the worm in peaches and either. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, peaches do have a lot of worms. Doctor, you're saying for me, I love what I grow and do the same thing. Yep. Yeah, when you're growing your own stuff, you don't want to waste any bit of it. You want to eat as much of what you grew as possible. I hear if it's hollow, it's more sweet and watery. See if the bottom, okay. Yeah, oh yeah, you mean looking at the orange spot? So this one's a little bit harder to tell. I don't think it has one. I'll flip it over again. Oh, there's a little honeybee on the basil. Okay. Um, let's see. I don't think this one has a yellow spot. Makes it tricky. Uh, anyway, so that's one. Yeah, Nicole, I know what you're saying. I don't think I've identified what hollow means yet. Like this one sounds kind of high pitched because this is about how high pitched my other watermelon was that I cut open and was half ripe. Hi, Imwad. Sorry, really bright here. No, when you're saying that's my fear, eating something a rat was bit. Oh, was it? Hmm. I respect that. No one. Yeah, to each your own, right? But for me, it's like I just try to cut away as much of it, and I'm still good. I will still venture to eat it. Imwad, welcome from Thailand. Oh, well, thank you for explaining. I'm in North Texas, the US, and was born and raised. X-ray it. I wish I could. X-ray it to see if it's ripe on the inside. Yeah, neither do I get it. Right, Nicole? Like I can't tell. Tell me if you guys think this is a good thump, okay? But to me, it's kind of it sounds a little high pitch. I feel like it should be lower pitched. Yes, Gary, exactly. The higher pitch means it's less ripe. I have a hard time telling if one is, yeah, yeah, I'm having a hard time too. It technically is all the way brown this time, the tendril, but it sounds kind of high pitched to me. Knocking? Is that better? Is that helping? Okay, I'm gonna do this too. I don't know, it sounds high pitched to me. Oh, you guys can't hear me, sorry. Sorry. What I was trying to say was let's check this other melon. It is also the same variety as the one earlier. The tendril is brown. It also broke, so I don't know which one it is. Oopsie, tendril brown. That's usually a first indicator. And then when I look for the yellow sunspot, I don't see one. Not on this one either. And when we knock, it sounds like a rock. I like hear no, I hear like no. Okay, let's try this. I don't know, it sounds like very solid to me. Gary, thank you for your thought on the other one. Yeah, I think I will wait too. Thank you. Yeah, wait until Monday until the freeze is about to come in. Thank you. Doesn't it? It's cute, right? It's a little misshapen. But look, I think this one is like even less ripe than that one. There's like no like I'm flicking, I'm tapping. It just sounds like a rock. All right. This one is may not get an orange spot on this spot. Yeah. Yeah, because there's not enough yeah, good point, Gary. Yeah, there's not enough sunlight in the day anymore. It just the days get shorter and then the watermelons. I agree with you, Gary. The fall watermelons are just not as good. They're not as good. Ooh, sorry, really bright. Nicole, that's a great question. Yeah, Nicole just it means that there's like it refers to a yellow spot, and the yellow spot or field spot, and it typically indicates that that's where the watermelon's been sitting, and that side that it sits on is typically pale or not green. So some varieties of watermelon will not have that yellow spot, like Sugar Baby, which is a personal sized watermelon. I recently did a cutting on that and it came out half ripe. That particular variety will not have a field spot. This one, um, I can't remember. I can't remember. I think it did. This is a yellow watermelon large variety, and it does have a field spot. But I think again because we're kind of in the tail end of the season, it's just a little harder to see that field spot since there's not as much sun. Dutch King, have you tried growing them indoors in a tent? Interesting. No, I have not. I've always wanted to, but you can only do like one or two in a 3 by 3. They need a lot of space. Growing watermelons indoors in a tent, and then Dutch King, like what is the thought behind them? Like why would you want to grow watermelons indoors? Because watermelons need a lot of sun. Yeah, so Gary's also answering too. Orange spot means it's ripe. Starts out white and then turns orange or yellow. Yep. That's what I specialize in. Oh, Dutch King. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. That is nice. I don't have the space indoors though. I don't have the space indoors. We don't have a lot of space in our house. Not to mention, yeah, the electricity that you need to like run those grow lights. Uh, and then I feel like the whole point of getting outside, I feel like the whole point of gardening for me is also getting that vitamin D from the sun. So that's really why I prefer to garden outside. I think I will eventually explore indoor gardening, but it will be only to start seeds. It'll be only to start seeds. I will never actually try to, there's like no room in my house to have those. Gary, you're saying in the fall things take a long time to ripen due to cool winter. Yes. Yep. Yep. So, and in case anyone's wondering, my username, it's called Front Garden Home because my front yard faces south and is the sunniest spot for me. So that's why I grow out in my front yard. It's very practical. There's sun all year round, even in wintertime. If you guys, especially if you guys are in the US like I am, so you're in the northern hemisphere, that you'll notice that the sun rises lower in the sky, specifically in the lower in the southern sky. So if you ever are fall or winter gardening, the best place to position your plants are in a southern facing sun exposure area. So here's the fence, here's the south. That is like the best place to plant or grow anything during fall or winter. Do you grow? I do. Nicole, were you the one that asked last week? Yeah, I did. Or I do. I do grow strawberry. Um, I had a few plants earlier in the spring, but then I moved them to a sunnier position and didn't give them time to adjust. So they didn't survive. But I do have two that my dad gave me, and he was like, let's see whose does better. So I do have two plants out here. I am just keeping them alive and plan to give them some protection through our winters. So hopefully, come next spring, they'll do really well and give strawberries early on. Gary, regular shop lights work well for starting seeds. They're a lot cheaper. Excellent. Okay. Gary, I just learned that. I had a friend tell me that grow lights, like that's the biggest misconception. You don't need to have specific grow lights in order to grow seedlings. You can just use a regular fluorescent bulb, and that could also grow as well. So I think that's what you're referring to, Gary, when you say shop lights, is just like your regular fluorescent light would work. I love that. Thank you for sharing that, Gary. Even Chat GPT is trying to tell me that that a grow light has very specific conditions that will enable seed starting that a fluorescent won't. So anyway, I think that I'm going to experiment with that. Thank you. Observer, hi. Has anyone tried growing Texas currants? No. Oh no, no, no. We talk about anything fall gardening. No, I have not. Gary, have you? And currants are like berries. So I grow blackberry, if that's what you're asking. Those currants are kind of like berries, right? Or is that grapes? Nicole, you're saying, I tried growing some, but it does not work out for my temp here. It gives like pea-sized fruits. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not familiar with growing in India conditions, but I imagine it's hot, potentially humid during parts of the season. Because you guys have like monsoon season, right? And it's tropical there. I'm not sure how strawberry grows in that conditions. They do like cooler temperature, I remember. So typically, I have what we call what is it? Single bearing? I forget what the name is. I don't have the ever bearing kind. So there's a type of strawberries that you can grow here that will, oh, June bearing. So we have, I am growing June bearing strawberries, which means in June is when you're going to get your crop of strawberries. And then thereafter, you don't really get any the rest of the year. And it works out for me because in Texas, it gets very hot in July. And it's just not feasible to have strawberries because they do require a good bit of water and cooler temperatures. So that makes sense, Nicole, that you probably struggle growing those there. Grape-ish. Observer, uh-huh. Gary, you're saying, yeah, I haven't grown currants before, observer. Gary, you're saying they have LED shop lights also. They are. Oh, okay. They are two bulbs 4 foot long. Okay. Oh, I like the idea of LED. Okay. Shop lights. I'll go check those out. Thank you. Observer, I just haven't noticed any wild ones fruiting this year. Oh, I don't forage per se. I like the idea of foraging, but my area is so urbanized that there is no wild spaces left. So I like the idea of foraging, but that translated in an urban context is literally going to ask your neighbor, can I pick your fruit tree? Very different in a urbanized area. Nicole, you would say, yeah, well, I would say the weather is all mixed up here. I don't even know what weather it is now. It rains some days and some days so sunny. Oh, okay. Okay. But in general, I think India is just more tropical. You guys don't really get freezing temperatures like we do here in North Texas. We're far enough from the equator that we do get freezing temps. Okay. I was just showing you guys earlier, but yeah, this is a baby carrot, right? We already saw the baby carrot. The radishes, right? Those were the ones that I said I needed to get in the ground. And these are spinach, in case anyone's curious. Nicole, you haven't seen snow your entire. Oh, you could always go travel for it. That's what I enjoy doing in the wintertime when when there's not a whole lot to do. I love to go snowboarding. That is the one thing I do, and that's the main reason why I still get excited about winter because there's something to do, which is snowboarding. But otherwise, in North Texas, we don't get real snow. It will be snow every couple of years, and it'll be like, I don't know, 5 inches of snow at best. Not very much. Okay, so now, good morning, Jackie. Welcome. Ooh, lots of mosquitoes. Yikes. Okay. It's 80 degrees here today. Jackie, are you ready for our cold frost our frost that's coming in? Okay. So I'm going to take you guys with me as we go plant these radishes. As I mentioned, I grew out my front lawn, and we're just gonna go. Originally, I was gonna try and up pot these and then plant them, but because radishes have a very short